in this book, the growth of the baby is being explained week by week. Like your midwife will not call you and tell you, oh hi, hello, everything is going fine. Winter season is off season. Apparently not many women deliver the babies in winter season. How are you doing? I am doing super good. I am doing amazing like always, and I welcome you back once again on my channel. If you have seen my previous videos, then I have already made an announcement about my pregnancy. We are expecting a baby. The baby will be here very soon. So in this video, I would like to cover everything about expecting a baby while living in Sweden. If you are pregnant, then this video will be very helpful for you. I want to cover everything about the medical system, how the midwives, how the doctors, and how the medical system works, whom to approach, how many visits you will have, when to inform in your office if you are working in Sweden, and also about the money during the pregnancy, how much you might have to spend to ensure that you have a healthy pregnancy while living in Sweden. And also we will talk very briefly about the parental benefit. I will make another video about the parental benefit. In this video we will just talk very briefly about the parental benefit, since the parental benefit topic itself is quite lengthy. However, this video will be mainly focused on the medical facilities, on the midwife system, on the doctors, nurses, how exactly you can approach, how many visits you will have, how many ultrasounds you will get to do, and other things. If you are pregnant and if you are expecting a baby while living in Sweden, this video is for you. Please do not skip, watch until the end. I will share all my experiences that I am going through right now during this pregnancy. The moment you get to know that you are pregnant, the moment you do your pregnancy test and test result is positive, you call 117. Now I know few countries wherein, let's say you have done a pregnancy test at home and the test results is positive. Still, when you go to hospital, there are countries wherein they will reconfirm your pregnancy with some other test done in the hospital. But that is not the case in Sweden. There will not be any other test done on you to reconfirm the pregnancy. So, if your test result is positive, then yes, you will be considered as a pregnant woman. The further care can be given to you. Call 117 and they will book an appointment for you with the midwife. Or you can also go on the 117.sc and you can book an appointment for yourself to your nearest midwife center. The best part about the midwife clinics are that it's not very difficult to get the appointment. I know in case of other general appointments, it takes weeks to meet a doctor or to a specialist. But in case of midwife clinics, you can get the appointment easily. If in case you are not able to find any nearby centers, just call 1177. They will book an appointment on your behalf with the midwife. Once you book the appointment with the midwife, you will also get a notification 2 days in prior on your registered mobile number. If you have an app called Ultrasounds, you can also check your upcoming all the appointments. So I would suggest, if you are expecting a baby, if you are pregnant, please get the app Ultrasounds. It is very helpful. You don't have to keep track of all your appointments. You can just log in on the Ultrasounds app and you can see when is your next upcoming appointment. All the appointments will be registered. Visit to the midwife for the very first time after confirming your pregnancy. It will be a very general visit. In most of the cases, she will not do any kind of test. So you do not expect that, okay, on your first visit itself, the midwife probably will take your blood samples or maybe do some kind of test. It will be a very generic visit wherein she will ask about, it's been how many days that you have missed your last period. What is your period cycle? Is this your first baby? Which country are you from? How are you feeling right now? Are you comfortable? And many other related things. So it will be a very generic visit. She will just ask you about your lifestyle. Are you a working professional? What kind of job you do? What kind of diet you have? Do you smoke? Do you drink? She will also give you a form to fill in, wherein your basic lifestyle details you have to fill in. For example, do you have any disease? Are you a diabetic patient? Or are you taking any kind of other medicine? So you have to just fill in that form. She will also give you a book like this, which is very interesting. In this book, the growth of the baby is being explained week by week. Like for example, what happens in week 32, what happens in week 34, what happens in week 36, how your baby is growing every week and how it is changing, how your body is changing, how the baby's body is changing, how the baby is developing himself or herself is explained in this book. So I love to read this book. I have read this book maybe 3 times at least, but this is very small, very cute, but quite informative book. So she will give you this book, and also she will give you one more paper in which it will be explained that what kind of diet a pregnant woman should have, what and all things should include in her diet. Maybe you should have vitamin D, what you should do or what you should eat to have iron content in your body, or what you should do to have vitamin C. And once you book an appointment with a midwife for your first visit, the next appointment will be booked by her, of course in your consent. If you have time, if your calendar is free, then only she will book those appointments, but she will book all the next appointment based on her availability and based on your availability, and of course based on the growth, how exactly your baby is growing. In initial months you will have appointment approximately every 4 to 5 weeks. Like I had appointment every once a month. In the later months of pregnancy, especially when your 3rd trimester will start, she will book very frequent appointments. Till now I was having appointment once a month, approximately once a month, sometimes more than a month. But from my 3rd trimester onwards, like when I will have my next appointment, I will almost enter in my 3rd trimester. From 3rd trimester onwards, I will have appointments with the midwife every 2 weeks. So I will visit to the midwife every 2 weeks, and she will check all the baby's growth. Is it growing fine? Am I doing fine? Is blood pressure is normal, sugar and all the levels? She will check every 2 weeks. You are in your 1st or 2nd trimester. Do not expect many midwife visits. Only in 3rd trimester your visits to midwife will increase. If you are living in Sweden and pregnant, then your pregnancy progression will be calculated in the weeks. There are countries wherein your pregnancy will be calculated in the months. Like in India, the doctors will book your appointments based on the month, maybe the 1st trimester, 2nd trimester, 1st month, 2nd month. All the calculations goes in the month. But in Sweden, all the calculation goes in the weeks. Like you will have ultrasound, 1st ultrasound maybe in the week 13 or 14. The 2nd ultrasound will have maybe in the week 18, 19. So everything goes in the weeks and not in the months. And there are 2 different concepts of month. One is called calendar month and one is called pregnancy month. Do not get into all those complications. Just follow the weeks, and based on the weeks your midwife will book your appointment. So if you're following the weeks, that is the easiest thing to follow, I would say, because calculating the calendar month and calculating the pregnancy month is a bit different. In case of pregnancy month, the cycle is 28 days. So every 28 days your pregnancy month is changing. But in calendar month, every 30th day, it is not in the sync. The pregnancy month and calendar month do not go in the sync. Because of the cycle calculation of 28 days and 30 days, there is a difference between calendar month and pregnancy month. Your pregnancy month is always ahead of your calendar month. You're going quite slow with the calendar month. But I would say do not get into so much of confusion. Just follow the week, because all your appointments will go into the week. Ideally, you should have total pregnancy of week 41. But you can expect a baby from week 37. I'm referring to some weeks in upcoming video. Please do not get confused. I'm saying this because in Sweden, all the calculations, all the appointments, everything happens in the weeks. In normal scenario, if you are having very healthy pregnancy, the pregnancy is going as expected, you will have 2 ultrasounds. The first ultrasound in my case was in the week of 13, and the second ultrasound was done in the week of 18. You do not have to book a separate appointment to get the ultrasound done. Your midwife, she will see your pregnancy, how it is progressing, how your baby is growing, how are you growing, how are you feeling, and based on her knowledge, based on her judgment, she will book an ultrasound appointment for you. She will decide which week is best to have the ultrasound, and based on that she will book an appointment for you. You will get to know the gender of the baby in your second ultrasound. It's up to you that you want to know about the gender or not, but if in case you're willing to know the gender of the baby, then you will get to know about it in your second appointment. You can also ask to give all the pictures and videos of your baby at the ultrasound. You have to pay a little extra to get those photos and videos, but yes, you can get access to all the photos and videos of your baby. The midwife clinics do not have the ultrasound facilities, so you have to go to different centers to get your ultrasounds done. When the midwife is booking your ultrasound appointment, you can just ask her where exactly I have to go, on what date, what time. Or you can just log in on your 1177.sc and you can check in your upcoming appointments in your inbox. Apart from appointment that I had for the ultrasound and also the regular appointment that I am having with the midwife, I also had one more interesting appointment with the midwife. I think it was approximately in the week 15 or something, and then she specifically asked me not to bring my husband for that appointment, and my husband was little worried that what kind of appointment it is wherein your partner is not allowed. Me and my husband, we both were thinking a lot about this appointment because it looked quite strange. All the appointments, my partner, my husband, he had come along with me, but for this specific appointment, my midwife, she specifically asked me not to come along with my husband, not to come along with my partner. And that appointment was to check my emotional well-being. Am I going through any depression? Am I emotionally healthy? Am I doing good? Am I feeling happy? So she gave me a form to fill in, and in that form you have to just choose some answers that, okay, are you feeling like happy with this baby? It's just some general questions. Do not worry, it's not very tricky questions. Just fill in whatever you're feeling at that point of time or throughout your pregnancy. Those are very generic questions. I love this part about the Sweden's medical system is that they are not only looking at your physical well-being but also looking at your emotional. Apart from the ultrasound appointments that you have, your midwife will also book another appointment with the pathology wherein your blood samples will be taken and they will do multiple kind of tests wherein probably they will check the HIV test, they will also check your hemoglobin level, your blood cells and many other tests. If there is something concerning, they will report back to your midwife, and probably your midwife will suggest medicines or supplementary vitamins that you might need to take. If everything is fine, you will not get to know anything. Everything will be registered in your journal, which you can check on 1177.sc. You can log in there and check your journal. But if there is something concerning, definitely your midwife will call. One thing you have to note is that if everything is going fine, everything is going healthy, everything is going as expected, your midwife will not call you and tell you, oh, hi, hello, everything is going fine. She will only call you when it is concerning. If you are not getting any calls from your midwife, that means everything is going fine and it's a positive news. Do not expect calls from your midwife. There will be only appointments with the midwife. She will only and only call you in case of any concern. In my case, I have iron deficiency, so she has suggested me some supplementary medicine. So she will call you, or when you go for the next appointment, she will tell you that I have got your results and you have iron deficiency, or maybe you have something plus or something minus, and then she will suggest you to take some supplementary medicine. Trust your midwife. She is giving you the best care that you need. In the week 19, you have to choose a hospital where you would like to deliver the baby. On your Altid app or on 1177, you can see there are number of hospitals available in the Stockholm or in Sweden across, and you can choose the nearest location that you would like to deliver the baby. If you know about Sweden's healthcare system, maternity ward is a crisis. It's a crisis situation. You might not get the selected hospital and the hospital might suggest you or might divert you to a different hospital. But fortunately, in my case, the midwife told me that winter season is off season. I don't know how it works, but she told me that winter season is off season. Apparently not many women deliver the babies in winter season. My baby will come approximately in the month of November, October, November. So it will be off season. So probably I am expecting that I will get the bed in the hospital that I have chosen. But if in case that hospital is booked, that hospital do not have any available beds, then they will divert me, they will send me to some different hospital. So in the week 19, you have to select the hospital wherein you would like to deliver your baby. And in the third trimester, you will be given an emergency contact number of that maternity ward. When you're going through the labor pain, you have to call that emergency contact number and they will guide you what exactly you have to do the next. Do you have to immediately go to the hospital, or can you wait, or what is the next? Do you actually meet to a doctor? Because throughout your pregnancy, you are visiting to a midwife. Only during your delivery you actually meet to a doctor. Throughout your pregnancy, all the care is been given by the midwife and she is quite competent. Just trust in her. But you do not go to a doctor until the midwife suggests. Right now I am about to enter in my 3rd trimester, so I got a emergency contact number from the hospital that I have selected, and if in case something happens I have to call to that maternity ward. But till now I was just contacting to my midwife. Until the 3rd trimester you are only in touch with your midwife. Only in your last trimester you will be given an emergency contact number for the maternity ward that you select. Now talking a little bit about the money, how much it can cost you to take all the medical care that I am taking during my pregnancy. You do not have to pay for your midwife's appointment, and also all the appointments that midwife is booking for you, you also do not have to pay for those appointments. I have not paid anything for both the ultrasound. Also I have not paid anything to the pathology lab that I have went, wherein they did my blood test. But if in case you are booking any private appointments, like in my case I have had one more extra ultrasound in week 8 which was not suggested from my midwife. I wanted to do that ultrasound. It was my own decision and not been advised by my midwife. So in that case I paid 250 crowns for that ultrasound. But if your midwife is booking an appointment for you and she is booking, let's say, for a 3rd ultrasound in case of complications, then you do not have to pay for that ultrasound or for that appointment. So till now I have just paid 250 crowns for that one ultrasound which I did privately, which was not suggested by my midwife. But apart from that, I am just paying at the pharmacy for all the supplements that I am taking. Apart from that, I am not paying anything for the care that I am getting from the midwife or for the appointments that I have had till now. In Sweden, appointments to the midwife clinics are free of cost. Of course, you are paying a lot of taxes and it is going through your taxes only, but you are not giving any money upfront. It is covered under your social security benefits that you get through your personal number. This was all about the midwife clinics and your appointments, about your ultrasound and all the tests that you do. When do you have to inform in your office? When exactly you should inform in your office? If you see the Forsakring's webpage, you have to inform in your office only 2 months in advance. Maybe based on your office the policies might differ, but even in my case, even in my office, I have to just inform officially to my manager or to my team that I will be taking the maternity leave only 2 months in advance. There is no obligations that I have to inform to my team or to my manager quite early in advance. That's not the case officially. But I would suggest please inform in your office or to your manager after your 1st trimester, because first, it's very difficult to hide your pregnancy. It is not something that can be hidden. Second, it gives a lot of time to your manager, to your team to process that you will be going on leave. It's a long leave in Sweden. Probably I will be going maybe for a year. Officially, you can just inform to your manager 2 months in advance. Even if, let's say, I want to take leave for a year, and after being on the maternity leave for a year, I still want to take leave for another 2 months. That also I can inform, but I just have to inform to my manager 2 months in advance that I am going to extend my maternity leave. I would like to extend my maternity leave maybe another 3 months or another 5 months. I just have to give a notice of 2 months to my manager, so that my team and manager, they will process this information and they will do the necessary things that they have to do to manage the experience. You do not have to worry about maternity leave or how the team will pursue about your pregnancy. When I informed within my team, the team was quite happy. My manager, he took this news quite positively and there was not very fuss about it. I was just overthinking that how do I inform and how will they pursue and how exactly the team will react. But everybody's reaction was quite positive. People are quite used to of maternity leaves and temporary hiring. So it's quite normal in Sweden. So please do not hesitate to inform in your office. Do not overthink about it like me. About your parental leave, how about your maternity leave, and how will you get paid for those maternity leaves, those parental leave that you will not be working for. On those leaves, for those days, you're not getting paid from your company, but you are getting paid from the Forsakringskassan. So you have to inform to the Forsakringskassan that I will be going on leave on this month onwards until this. Based on your salary, based on your work experience, the Forsakringskassan will decide how much amount of money you might get. In general cases, you will get 80% of your salary in your initial maternity leaves, in your initial parental leaves, but later on the amount will be reduced. You have to inform to Forsakringskassan. You will get a maternity certificate, you will get a pregnancy certificate from your midwife. When you visit to your midwife, you just tell her that I would need a pregnancy certificate. Once I register myself with the Forsakringskassan that I will be going on leave from this period until this, they will calculate my current salary, my total number of days that I will be going on leave, and how much I am entitled to get paid for. Do not forget to ask a pregnancy certificate from your midwife, and when she will give you the pregnancy certificate, post that letter. It will be a physical letter, so post that letter to your Forsakringskassan. Parental leave, the topic itself is so wide and so vast, I would not like to cover that here, otherwise the length of this video will increase. But yes, as I said, we will cover the topic in very detail in upcoming videos. In general, my experience in Sweden have been quite good, especially during this pregnancy. I am also getting all the support that I would need from my office, and also all the support that I would need from the medical care system, at least till now. Let's see how it goes further. And I would say, please do not panic. You will just sail through it. Just take it as it is going. And thank you so much for watching till here. I hope the content that I have shared, I hope the experiences that I have shared will make your pregnancy journey quite happy and healthy. Thank you so much for watching till here. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. I will come back here on this channel again with a new video on a new day on a new topic. Till then, please stay tuned. Bye.